Hi traders, and welcome back to IFX, and today we're going to talk about the installation and maybe some troubleshooting on the indicators. So what do you do is when you get the indicators, when you purchase them, you have to go into my account and then log in with your information, and you're going to be able to see what you have purchased, right? So based on that, you can go to the download section or tabs. We have different tabs in here. When you go to the download section, then you're going to be able to download all the indicators, and you're going to get something like this, right? Depending on whatever package that you have. So if I have the plus package, you're going to find all this type of information in here, the DLL, which pretty much all the instructions, setup instructions, you're going to be able to find it, written instructions in here, and then also how to set up the DLL configuration. Okay, so this is very, very important. So you're going to find different folders for different sections in your MT4 account. So what do we do? What do we do with this? So pretty much all you have to do is you're going to go to the MT4 account, and you have to go into, what is it, file. You're going to go to file and then open data folder. Okay, so once you go in there on your open data folder, you're going to get something like this. This is a Mac computer, so obviously mine looks a little bit different, but it's very simple. The DLL pretty much is going to go into your MQL4, and then it's going to go into your libraries. Okay, so you have to copy from here. You're going to open this folder, and then you're going to paste it in here. One thing that I want to remind you is that do not copy the folder itself and then bring it to the other side to paste it in here, because some people get errors with this. So very important, all you have to do is actually just copy what's inside and bring it over. So then we're gonna go back, we're gonna go to the experts folder, and the experts folders is going to be the EA. So actually I should have renamed this and rename it as the experts folder, and then all you do is copy what's in here and then paste it in here. So I'm gonna have to rename it so you actually have it like this. And then indicators folder, so we have these indicators which are going to be very important. This is the reversal block and the trend block, also the dashboard and the signals, which you have to have it in your MT4. So all you do is copy this, what's inside here, and then you're gonna look for your indicators folder, and then all you're gonna do is paste it back in here. Okay, again, do not copy the folder itself. You have to copy what the content, what's inside the folder, and then bring it over here. And then again, we have other indicators that you're going to need in the future, or you might going to be helping you in your trading. So I'm gonna be using these indicators over here, and then we also have set files and templates. Okay, so the templates, we have default templates and the IFX dashboard, which we're gonna talk about just in a bit. And then the set files are going to be for the EA. Okay, so for the EA that we have, the IFX block EA. So where are you going to put those templates is pretty much you can put them under logs. Pretty much you can put them on the files. Pretty much you can put them anywhere where you can actually find them in the future. Or you can even put it under tester in here. So pretty much you can put it anywhere. So that's it. And then the templates folder, you actually do have to put it under the templates folder in here. Okay, so we have different folders for different folders on the MT4. So the templates folders go into the templates folders, the indicators folders under the indicators folders under the MT4, and then the EA, which is actually the experts folder. Okay, very, very important. So you find them here on the MQL4 and experts, indicators, and then libraries is going to be for the DLL. And then in here we can put in on the logs, we can actually put in the set files, maybe not under the logs, actually on the presets. We can actually put them in here on the presets, I'm sorry. So presets, we're gonna put the set files in here. Okay, so very, very important. So very simple. Once you do that, all you have to do is X out of your MT4, like literally exit out and come back in here. Once you do that, then what you're going to do is you're going to go to the orders tab, and you're going to go to license manage, right? So when you go to the license manage, it's very simple. You're gonna get a license key, and it's going to tell you up to how many active keys or domains you're going to be able to use this key. So in here there's 3 domains, so 1, 2, 3, right? And we're gonna have, so all you do is you're gonna copy in here and paste it on your MT4 on all the license key indicators or EA that needs license key. So make sure you copy correctly and then put it in there. And then once you, let's say I have these 3 active MT4 accounts. Let's just say, for example, I don't longer want to use this one, right? So what I do is I deactivate it, I close out of that account, and I use a new MT4 account. Very simple. All I do is I use a new MT4 account, and then that's it. And then it was gonna give you that MT4 account. So again, I can have up to 3 domains, and then that's it. All you have to do, bring it back in here, and it's going to activate it again. In here is going to tell you which account, MT4 account, is going to be active, and then that's it. If by any chance you want to delete that license key, all you do is go to delete, and you can generate a new license key. I do not recommend doing this, very often, but you could do it, by any chance, if you're having any trouble by any chance with the active license key. Okay, so then what do? We copy and paste it in here, right? All you have to do, what I suggest is that you need to activate first your indicators, right? Your trend block and your reversal block. So whatever package you have, all you have to do is bring it in here, right? And then copy and paste it in here, your license key. So if I put in the license key in here, I can get an error. This is an invalid license because this license does not belong to this actual indicator, right? So this is an invalid license, so you're gonna get something like that. Or sometimes you might even get an error that says invalid server response. You're gonna get it once, but once you try it again a second time, then it's going to work normally. So all you have to do again is do that, and then it's going to work just fine with your MT4. So all I do here is I copy this, right? I go back into my MT4, and then I should be able to get it working. I'm not sure if this is the one right now, if I'm using the correct one, but I should be able to get it working. So again, if I get an invalid server response, like right now, then I should be, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it again. Yeah, I know it's silly, but it should be able to work the second time, and then that's it. It shouldn't be able to ask me again and over again. So you ask me again, I did it once, and I don't have to do it again. So now, once you do that, you put in all the indicators that you desire, everything that you want on the chart. So then all you're gonna have to do is you're gonna go to save template, and then we have a default template right over here. So we're gonna go choose that one and go to save. We want to replace it, and then what do we do after that? So any new chart that you open on the MT4, then it's going to have everything saved up in there, right? So if I want to open $CAD, everything should be able to open just like how I saved it before. So that's it. I don't have to keep inputting the license key. You put it only once, and you don't have to put it again and again. When you open a new chart, then everything should be able to have it and be able to be saved on your chart. Now we have another template, which is right here. All you have to do is IFX dashboard, and all we do is going to be blank. Then once it's blank, we're gonna go look for the IFX dashboard EA, which is going to be faster and much better. So I go in here, I click on it, I add in the license key, I go here, and then let's just say that right now I agree with everything that's in here. I'm gonna go to OK, and then it should be able to upload right in here with no issues, right? If you want to change anything, all you have to do, but right now I have to wait until everything is set up. But if I want to change anything on the dashboard, all I do is I right click on it, and I go to properties, and all I do is I change any columns. I do have a video that goes into details in regards to the dashboard. So if I want to add in or remove any column that I do not want to see, all I do is I go here and I make it false, right? So I can make it this false, and then pretty much I go to OK, and then now it should be able to update and reduce my columns, and then just have the columns that I want to see. Don't put in columns that you're not going to use, because it might confuse you in the long term. Okay, so that's it with that. Now if you want to test, if you have the EA by any chance and you want to test this out, all you do here is you're going to go to the magnifying glass and you're going to look for the EA. You have to make sure you use control points. Obviously you have to select the EA, the symbol. Again, you have to make sure that when you go to tools, you're going to go to history center, and then very important, you have to make sure that your data is downloaded. You can use the data from the MP4, or you can use data from other sources, which sometimes you do have to pay. But by any chance, let's just say I want to use Australian CAD. If you see in here, there's not really data in here, so I can right click on here, double click on all of them right now to activate it. And then all I do in here also, I can just go to download data, and it should be able to download data for Australia CAD. It's not going to give you so much from it, but at least you should be able to test 1 year of data using the EA. Okay, so this is going to take some time. It's not going to take forever, but if you download data from other sources, it might take a lot longer, right? So you're going to use that, and then once you do that, then you can select, you might have to do this for every pair that you're going to test. So like if I want to test Australian Swiss right now, Australian yen, I do have to do the same process. So it does take some time. It is recommended that you actually test more pairs, not just one, because there are different pairs that react differently. So right now I'm going to stop it because I'm not going to wait until it stops. But if I want to do that, then again, I should be able to get more data, and then that's it. And then that's it. So you select the pair, the symbol that you want to test. Then when you go to the experts properties, there are two things that you have to do. One, if you're going to test a set file that you save on your presets folder, you're going to go to load. I have it here under just whatever, but actually we can find it under, let's just say you go to your presets and you find it, this should be some of mine. So I just go OK, open it, and then very, very important, you have to make sure that you actually input the license key. If you don't input the license key in here, then it's not going to work, especially if you add in a preset or a set file that is coming from me. So this is very important. Once you do that, then you should be able to be fine. Or even if you're testing it for the first time, you need to be able to have the license key that was given to you. So when you go to OK, we can go to start right over here, and then I should be able to test this pair, whatever it is that we're getting. So when you get something like this that is running, that is why it's testing, right? So once we're done, we can actually see the results, we can actually see the graph that is going, that is moving, and then that is how we test the EA. So when you go back, you can see the results. Obviously this is so far showing some good results. It's going upwards. And then all we do is, we can see here the results, entries, and when it's getting out, and all this good stuff in here, right? And then all we do is we stop it, and you can actually go to open chart and then be able to see where the entries were. Right now I'm gonna just go to the daily, and since it started on from June, we can see here the entries. Okay, right here. Oh, I'm going back too far, and here they are. Okay, so here are the entries that it made. Of course, if you're testing M15 entries, it's best that you actually run it on M15. if you're testing H1 entries, it's best that you run it on H1. But this is very basic, but at least this is how we're doing. So if we get any error by any chance when installing the indicators, is because one, maybe you didn't follow the instructions. You need to make sure that everything it's allowing, when you go to right click, let's go to indicators, make sure that you allow, when you go to comment right here, yeah, you allow DLL imports. The same thing for the EA. Also, it's nice that you can go to tools, you go to options, and then in here to experts that you also allow DLL imports. And then it's also important that you actually add in IFX success in here. All you do is click it, right click it, and then you type in IFX success. You can type it, there's two ways right here, the way I have it, and then you click on the plus sign or you click enter, and then you go to OK. Why? Because you want to make sure that it is connected to the IFX success server, okay? Then once you do that, then everything should be able to get fine. So again, you might get only one error, which is going to be invalid server response for the first time you're installing the indicators. Anything after that, you're not going to get any more errors. So again, you can go to the website and you're just going to pretty much that's it. Deactivate any accounts, activate accounts. Right now, again, I deactivated the account right now, so I can have it up to 3 domains. So no longer I cannot add any more accounts unless I deactivate it. Okay, so this is very important. You can just delete, and it's not going to delete everything. And then you can generate a new license key if you want, or just keep the same one and then add it into a new MP4 account. All right, traders, so if you have any questions, please let me know. I hope this was helpful, and then this is going to help you in your installation process for the EA or indicators.